It was a sunny Saturday afternoon, the kind of day where the local farmers market buzzes with chatter, fresh produce, and the scent of freshly brewed coffee. My wife Elena and I were enjoying our weekend ritual, walking through the stalls, sampling honey, and picking out flowers for the house. Elena is sharp, kind, and dedicated. She works as the assistant to the state attorney general, a role she's held for several years now. It's demanding work, requiring discretion, intelligence, and nerves of steel, but she handles it all with grace. Most people have no idea what she does, and she prefers it that way. Her job is serious business, and outside work, she enjoys simple things, like the farmer's market. That day, however, things took an unexpected turn, thanks to Karen. Karen is the neighborhood's self-appointed moral compass and queen of unsolicited opinions. She's notorious for sharp comments and public shaming over trivial matters. You might have heard about her, the kind who lectures you loudly for putting out the wrong recycling bin, or insists everyone comply with some archaic rule buried deep in the HOA handbook. Elena and I were at a booth selecting fresh tomatoes when Karen suddenly appeared, walking straight up to us. Her eyes were cold, lips curled into that familiar smirk. "You know, it's really quite rude to take up so much space in the aisle," she said, voice loud enough for several nearby shoppers to hear. "Some of us are trying to get through, but you're blocking the way." I glanced at Elena, surprised. We were standing just to the side, well out of the path. Elena smiled politely. "I'm sorry if we inconvenienced anyone." Karen's gaze sharpened. "You always seem so polite, but never really care, do you? Just like when you ignored the HOA's requests about your lawn last month." That was it. I felt my jaw tighten. "Excuse me," I said, stepping forward. "My wife has nothing to do with the HOA rules, and she certainly isn't ignoring them." Karen scoffed. "I'm just saying, people need to follow the rules around here." Before I could say anything else, Elena raised her hand calmly. "Karen, I'm aware you have strong opinions about rules, but perhaps you'd like to know who you're speaking to." Karen's expression shifted, curious now. Elena continued, "I serve as the assistant to the state attorney general. I help manage important cases and ensure the law's upheld, not just in our neighborhood, but across the entire state." The crowd around us grew quiet. I could see a few people nodding in recognition, impressed. Karen blinked. "Oh, yes, that's right," Elena said, her tone firm but composed. "And while I appreciate your concern for community rules, I'd appreciate the same respect I extend to others. We're all neighbors here." Karen's face flushed a deep red. She mumbled something about just trying to help and quickly walked away. After that moment, the atmosphere shifted. People nearby murmured their support for Elena, congratulating her on handling the situation so gracefully. Over the next few weeks, Karen seemed to retreat from her usual public critiques. I even overheard neighbors mention how she seemed more cautious about picking fights. Meanwhile, Elena continued her quiet work, balancing her demanding job with our life here in the neighborhood. At the next HOA meeting, Elena was invited as a guest speaker to talk about community legal matters and neighborhood safety. She handled it with the same poise and professionalism she showed that day at the market. Karen was there, sitting stiffly in the back, and I caught a glance of reluctant respect in her eyes. It just goes to show, you never really know who you're dealing with until the moment they reveal their true strength. And trust me, when it comes to Elena, you definitely want to be on her good side.